Welcome to the United Cast. It's Entertainment Talks podcast for Man United and football. I'm your host Matthew, and today I'm talking about Manchester United's 2-0 win away in the Carabao Cup, not in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup against Everton in the quarter-final, sending Manchester United through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Look, I want to start with this. This is something I want to start with before we even talk about this game. Alright, I saw a lot of Manchester United fans, both today, yesterday, and maybe the day before, saying, "Oh, this competition isn't important. We should just kind of throw it away and focus on the league." And I saw a lot of Man United fans saying exactly the same thing last season. To me, that's not acceptable. To me, I want Manchester United to win every single game they play. I don't care if it's a friendly or a Champions League final or a vital league game. I want Manchester United to win every single game they play, because that's why would I not want my favourite team to win every game they play? That includes the Carabao Cup. I think if we do get top four or maybe second or wherever we are at the moment and win a competition, I think that would be great, whether it's the Europa League, the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Obviously the Europa League would be quite important because it could get us back into the Champions League, but yeah, to me the Carabao Cup isn't something that you just throw away, and I'm glad we put in the effort today. I'm glad we put in the work. I'm glad that we've won. I'm glad we're in the semi-final. Look, there's a lot of things that I'm happy about today, and I'm very glad to come onto this podcast, not moan about the defence, not moan about chances that we didn't take or whatever, and not moan about the performance. I'm quite happy with how that went. Now, I will just say, to counter that slightly, there was a period of time in this game where we fell off a little bit, and I wasn't too happy about that, but Cavani sent Manchester United fans a early Christmas present with the left-footed goal, which was pretty much the winner. I know Martial scored at the end, and that was really, really good, and all that. And it was a good moment for him, a good boost of confidence for him. And look, as I've said continuously about Martial, he's not a number 9, he's not our striker. But if that goal that he gets brings him more confidence, that's great. That's really, really good. But I'm more happy about the Cavani goal because it was a good moment. It was the goal that gave us the lead, and I'm very, very happy about that. Another thing I'm very, very happy about is the defensive changes for today, which I've been calling for, not for several weeks, probably for a good few months at this point. Lindelof, now I don't think this is Lindelof being dropped. I think this is him being rested. Now here's where things don't quite make sense to me. You take Lindelof out of the team. We've got a big game on Saturday, Leicester City. We could jump to second in the Premier League with a game in hand. That would be excellent. That would be very, very good if we win on Saturday. You take Lindelof out of the team to be rested. Why have you not taken Maguire out of the team to be rested? He's played almost the same amount of games as Lindelof. Why can't you just play? Look, I was very, very happy to see Bailey or Bailly and Twanzebe in the team today. It was very, very refreshing. I'm very, very happy about it, and I think they both had a tremendous game of football, fantastic game of football, and a strength shown there from Twanzebe to be able to play that well at right back, I think is a real asset to him. Now we do have Dalot's on loan, isn't he? Diego Dalot, and Fosu Mensah was, I think, on the bench today. Why don't you just play Bailey and Twanzebe at centre-back, give Maguire a rest as well as Lindelof, because they've both been playing together for quite some time. Why can't you just rest both of them? And then put Twanzebe and Bailey at centre-back. I was very, very happy to see them today. Very, very good. I'm really, really happy that there's finally some change there. And then put Williams or Fosu Mensah at right back. It's something that you could have done. But, I'm not going to be too negative. We won. I thought we played really, really well. Really happy about some of the defensive changes today. We did still see Maguire play, which was... I'm not complaining that Maguire was selected. I mean, I kind of am, but I just have a general bit of confusion that if you're going to rest Lindelof for this game, why aren't you resting Maguire as well as a centre-back pairing? That doesn't make much sense to me. But I don't know. He seemed very very reluctant to rest or drop Maguire. Is it because he's the captain and he just feels like he has to play him? Because at the end of the day, all of these players are human beings. They all can get tired. They can, and I just think that you could have rested Maguire as well. I'm just confused about that. Same thing with Fernandes as well. Not to pick on the centre backs, but you rest one player, but the three players that you've been playing constantly, Fernandes, Maguire, and Lindelof, you rest one of them. I'm just confused about it. It's just very strange. But Fernandes has played every game for the last 10 years. And I'm confused about that as well. But yeah, I thought we played very, very well the first half. Dropped off a little bit in the second half. Some good chances created. There was a good flow of confidence throughout the team, which I love to see. It was great. It was great to see this team so confident and getting forward so well, defending so much better. This was our best defensive display. Um, Not just for the season, maybe for like the last year or so. I know that's going back quite some time, but Lindelof and Maguire have been playing together at the back, at the two centre backs for a long time. I mean, Maguire signed last season, so it's probably been since then. But this was our best defensive display, regardless of whether it's a year or not. For a very, very long time, this was our best defensive display, and it was really, really nice and really good to see. I think that's a really, really big positive. Now, are we going to get to Saturday and see Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, and Luke Shaw? We probably are, which is going to be where the bad part of this comes in. But it was good to see. It was good to see some change today. Finally, after me and so many other people saying, why can't you take out one or both of those players and just give them a rest or drop them or just make some sort of change? It was so good to see. I mean, Bailey and Twanzebe, Maguire was good today as well. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He was good as well. He was good today as well. Tellez was good as well. But seeing Bailey and Twanzebe play a full 90 minutes today was so refreshing and so nice. And I think they're so good in defence. Bailey, yes, he's a little bit more dangerous, I suppose you could say, but every time I see Twanzebe on the pitch, there's some real strong talent there, and I just want to see it expressed and shown a bit more of that potential a few more times. So I was very, very happy about that. Van der Beek played today, didn't play a full 90 minutes. Has he ever played a full 90 minutes? Maybe his debut. Did he come on for his debut against Palace? I'm trying to think. That was the 3-1 game, the first game of the season, and he did score. I can't remember whether or not he started, but he obviously finished the game because he scored quite a late goal. Greenwood, I thought, looked really bright today. Cavani had a strange game. He didn't quite look fully fit to me. I don't think that was a performance issue. He's been injured, hasn't he, for a little bit. He didn't quite look fully fit, but he scored the winning goal, or the goal to take us into the lead, and he really delivered with that strike. That was great from him. Pogba, I thought he was good today. I don't think it was terrible. He was pretty good today. Matic, I thought, was really fantastic, and Henderson, I thought, was really good as well. Talking about the goals, left-footed strike from Cavani in this game, a nice Christmas present from him, and then Martial came on and scored. And like I said, not too bothered about the actual goal itself because we'd pretty much won the game by that point, but it's a very good confidence booster for him, and I definitely think he's got more, like I said before, more of a future as a winger as opposed to a striker, but it's a good confidence booster for him. You still want your wingers to score now and again, but it's mainly up to your strikers. And it was a good moment for him. I was very happy for him to get that goal. So I don't like. I know I've criticised Martial in the past. He's not been very clinical this season. He's not quite been there. I don't want Martial to leave. I don't think he needs to be sold or anything drastic like that. I just think that he's a winger and not a striker. So Yeah, but it's still the same situation for me where I feel like Martial should play on the wing and Greenwood needs to play at number 9 when Cavani's not. I would, if I was a Manchester United manager, I would be playing either Cavani or Greenwood up front, depending on the team that you're playing against, fitness and all that sort of thing. So yeah, but no, I was quite happy with the result today. I'm overall happy with the team's performance. I thought that we played really, really well. Had a period in the game where we dropped off and let Everton into the game, which was unfortunate, but ultimately we've come away with the win, which is very, very good as well. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the performance. It was just such a refreshing defensive performance from us today, and I really, really appreciated that quite a lot. So yeah, let's get into a little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll get into some player ratings. I'll see you for all of that in a minute. Hi there, and thanks very much for listening. Today I'm here to tell you about our 2 different affiliate links. The first of which is our Amazon affiliate link. That's where you can shop on Amazon. We can get a small cut of what you spend, but it won't cost you anything extra. So whether you're getting a gift for somebody else or treating yourself, or maybe both depending on the occasion, we can get a small cut of what you spend, but it won't cost you extra. You can find the link to our Amazon affiliate link in your show notes. The second affiliate link for today is our Kualu affiliate link. If you want to get started with a website and a domain name of your choice, you can simply sign up with Kualu using the link in the show notes. They also have a live chat support system that's in the bottom right hand corner as well. So if you need help with getting set up, Kualu will be able to help you with that as well. The links for both of these can be found in your show notes for Kualu and the Amazon affiliate link. If you would like to get the ad-free versions of Entertainment Talks podcast and support us along the way, you can simply sign up over on our Patreon page. You can sign up either as a creator or as a patron. There's no difference there for the time being, and you can get your ad-free podcasts over there. It's a great way to support us on Entertainment Talk and to get rid of the ads and get your ad-free podcasts. You can also support Entertainment Talk on Patreon at the $3 level tier. This gets you a chance to request a review from us of your favourite TV show or film, but it's one per month, so one TV show or film review per month. It's up to you which one you want to choose. We will watch a few episodes of the TV show that you choose, or of course if it's a film, we'll just watch that film and we will review that for you on that month. And then when it gets to the next month, you can request a new TV show or a film review of your choice. That's $3 level tier. That does also of course include your ad-free podcasts for the month as well. Thank you very much for listening and enjoy the rest of the show. Alright, recently on Entertainment Talk, I posted my Don't Skip review for the 2019 Lion King film. That's the live-action adaptation, or sort of live-action adaptation film of the 1994 original Disney film. I enjoyed it. It's got some problems, but overall I think I'll give it a don't skip, but that's dependent on how you feel about the Lion King franchise itself. But go and listen to that. That's a full spoiler review because, you know, it's a live action remake of a film from 20 something years ago. So yeah, there's going to be some spoilers in there. The big podcast for the year is out, the best and worst of 2020 for TV, video games and films. Me, David and Gray discussed and ranked the best, worst and most disappointing TV shows, games and films for 2020. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that podcast. It's always a great. It's always one to look forward to at the end of the year. Just celebrating the best of the year, and then criticizing and discussing, let's say that, the worst and the most disappointing of 2020. But if you want to listen to that, you can do so. I had a lot of fun recording that, and that was just a good time as well. So you can listen to that if you want to know what we think is the best TV show, game and film for 2020 and the worst TV show, game and film for 2020 as well. On the Gaming Talk podcast, so not on the Gaming Talk podcast, we did our Season 2 review for The Mandalorian, the Disney Plus Star Wars TV series, The Mandalorian. We gave it a must-see rating, and that is a spoiler-free, spoiler-split review for The Mandalorian. Gaming talk this week, we talked about our impressions of Cyberpunk 2077, spoiler-free impressions. Myself and Robert have put several hours into the game, and we gave you our spoiler-free impressions, not a review, just impressions so far of how we feel about CD Projekt Red's latest release of a video game. And we also discussed the Game Awards, Last of Us 2 winning 7 Game Awards this year, thoroughly well deserved. Ghost of Tsushima won a few things, Animal Crossing won some things, Half-Life Alyx, etc, etc. So we talked about all of that and a bunch more stuff on this week's Gaming Talk. United Cast episode for the 6-2 Leeds win, that was really, really good. Let's Play Sundays for Crash Bandicoot 4, Star Trek Discovery for Season 3 Episode 10, Analysing Television Episode 5, the future of BBC Star, FX and Hulu, and that's pretty much what we've been doing on entertainmenttalk.org and on podcast platforms. Let me scroll down to... Wow, I've got a lot of tabs open on my phone. Let's scroll down to the player ratings. Dean Henderson didn't let any goals in. He made a few good saves, defended one of the corners particularly well at the end of the game. I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he had an above average performance. I thought he was quite good. Didn't have too much to do, but did pretty well with what he had to do regardless. Twenzebe, I haven't actually decided my man of the match, to be honest. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to give it to Twenzebe. I think he was that good. I'm going to give Twenzebe a 10. I thought he was brilliant. I thought that he showed his potential both as a right back and as a defender. Overall, I thought he was great. I just want to see him play more games. I just hope that... This kind of made me think for a minute, right? Carabao Cup game, it's a cup game. You know, it doesn't have any effect on the league. I do hope that Ollie doesn't see Bailey and Twenzebe as like these cup players, because they're more than that. They're worth more than that. I think they deserve some starts in the Premier League, and I just thought Twenzebe was incredible today. The last time we saw him play, I think, was the PSG game, and he did really, really well against Neymar and Mbappe. So I think he's got a very bright future as long as he can stay fit. I thought he was amazing today. Eric Bailey, I'm gonna give him a 9. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he brought some of the positive change towards the defence. I thought that he, just changed things better defensively. And one of the more noticeable things, he's got some pace. Lindelof and Maguire don't have any pace between them. Maguire's supposed to be the one that is the aerial defender, and Lindelof is supposed to be the other defender. But Bailey is the fast one, and Maguire is the one that's good in the air, at least for the most part. I just thought Bailey was excellent in what he did today. Maguire, I didn't think I would say this season, to be honest. I thought Maguire had a good game today. Yeah, I said it. I actually said that. I'm not giving him a 3 or a 4 or a 2 or a 0 or whatever. I'm going to give him an average 6. I thought he was good today. He still messed up in a few situations, like with corners. He just still isn't there. So, I haven't given him a 10. I've given him a 6, an average performance. I thought he was good today. I don't think he had a terrible amount to do, which maybe was better for him. But, it just goes to show, doesn't it? It just goes to show that myself and many, many Manchester United fans were right. Please, Ollie, stop playing Lindelof and Maguire together. Please stop it. Please. I'm almost tempted to say I'm begging you, but I'm not going to go that far. Please stop playing the two of them. If this game is... I really, really hope Ollie can look at the defensive performance today and be like, you know what? Bailey and Twenzebe, maybe I should just include, not necessarily both of them, at least one of them a little bit more. Please include one of them at least. Even if it's right. Even if, like, this is the absolute bare minimum that I want Ollie to recognise, right? Because it's up to him to pick the team. Not me, not you, not any of the fans, nobody else. It's up to him. if in one particular game you play Twanzebe, Lindelof, Maguire, and Telles or Shaw, because they just seem to rotate, I will be mildly happy with that. Just because please just recognise how much of a difference it makes when at least one of them defenders, if not both of them, play together. I really, really hope he recognises that, because how many weeks and months have I been coming on this podcast and saying, please drop the pair of them, they're not good enough together. Maybe they are better individually. Maybe the reason that Maguire had a better game today was because he had a better defensive partner. Maybe it was, I don't think individually Maguire had a massive improvement, but he had a bit of an improvement. Was that because Bailey and Twanzebe are there? I don't really know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I'd love to have seen an alternate version of this game where, okay, let's say you keep Twanzebe at right back, but you take Bailey out for Lindelof. What would this game have ended up like? So please, Ollie, I'm begging you, please recognise that you need to make some sort of change if this game is any evidence of that, because I honestly mean this. Our defence could be the difference between us winning and not winning the title this season, because I do believe that there is some sort of chance. Our attack is really, really good. Our midfield has gotten a lot better. There's some confidence flowing throughout the team. You can definitely see it. Please just recognise that our defence with those two at the back has got some major problems that could change our season. So yeah, anyway, that's my end of that. Maguire, giving him a 6, like I said. Telles, I thought he was very, very good. I'm going to give him, I was going to say between a 7 and an 8, so I'll give him a 7.5, whatever. I thought we got forward really well. I don't know why he came off, to be honest. Maybe he's got an injury or something, but he came off for sure, didn't he? But I hope that's nothing too serious. Pogba, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was good. I don't think he was incredible. I don't think he had his sort of bricks in boots sort of game where he's really, really slow. I mean, Pogba's never really had pace, to be honest, but sometimes he's just got those games where he's very, very sluggish, and it didn't really do that today. So I thought he was better. I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was good. Matic, I was very impressed with Matic today. I thought that he actually showed more pace than usual, Matic, which I thought was good. He was allowed to press higher up the pitch, which was good. I thought his defensive work rate was really good. I thought his attacking passes, or his passes forward, were really good. Yeah, really solid performance for Matic today. I like Matic. I do. I like Matic a lot. Some games he doesn't quite fit and work, but I thought he was very good today. I'm very happy with Matic. I'm going to give him an 8. Greenwood, I'm going to give him... I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was really good. Could have maybe scored 1 or 2 chances today. But overall, I thought he was very, very bright in his performance today. So I'm going to give him an 8. Bruno Fernandes, I'll give him an 8 as well. I don't think he was quite involved in the game as what he possibly could have been. I don't know. I just didn't quite really recognise Bruno as much today. I don't know. Something was just not quite there with Bruno today. But he didn't have a bad game, definitely. He just didn't have that sort of bright game that he usually has. But I still thought he had a good game. So Van de Beek got subbed off. I'm going to give him a 7, maybe 7.5, maybe. I'll give him a 7.5. Yeah, sometimes I sort of worry too much about these player ratings. I'll give him a 7.5. I thought it was very good. Maybe he could have got a higher score if he'd have stayed on and did something else. We don't know. He might have set up a goal later on. I just feel sorry for him. I do really feel sorry for him. He either doesn't start the game and comes on really late, or starts the game very, very rarely and gets subbed off. Has he ever played 90 minutes for this team? Because I don't think that he has, and I think he deserves to. I think he's a very bright spark in the team. He is just very, very good, and I was impressed by him today. Cavani, I'll give him a 9. I thought his goal was incredible today. Not quite there at certain points in the game. I thought that he got really unlucky with certain chances. But overall, that goal just makes up for all of that. A really, really good finish from him. Very, very clinical. And it's on his left foot, not his right foot. So you've got to give him a bit of extra credit from that. But I was very happy with Cavani. With Cavani. And that's good as well. Let's move on to the subs. Martial did come on and score. I'll give him... He wasn't on for very long. I'll give him a 7. I thought it was good. I thought he looked good. Scored a good goal. It'll boost his confidence. That's good as well. Rashford, I'll give him a 7 as well. I thought he came on. He looked energetic and interesting. He looked good. I've noticed, I can't remember if I said this in the last episode or maybe an episode in the past. Rashford has this kind of problem where like he goes to look for a shot at the edge of the box. Good on him for doing that. He just never seems to find that bit of space. He's like the only player in the team that sort of does that. But I don't know, like to me, right, when it comes to Rashford, okay, gets towards the edge of the box, does some really good work to get there, whether he's beaten a player or done a 1-2 with another player or somebody else, gets to the edge of the box. Now, if he looks for space to shoot and he can't find it, I'd rather him pass the ball instead of just blast it at a player and lose the ball. And for the majority of the time, he passes the ball. So I think that's a good attribute from him, not to just blast the ball at the goal and kind of hope for the best. But no, I thought he looked pretty bright today, which I thought was good. Luke Shaw, I'll give him an average 6. I didn't really notice him, to be honest. So sometimes I notice the subs more than others, and that's just the way that it is. So that is it for the United cast for 2020. Let me just open my Sky Sports app for a second and check. Let's scroll through to January. I want to put a date for when I will be back. January 8th. I will be returning on Saturday the 9th of January, the 8 p.m. kickoff, or 8 o'clock kickoff against Watford at home. That is the game I'll be back for. Yes, I'll miss a couple of games, the Leicester game and some other ones. That means I'll be back for the Liverpool one, which will be a big one. But unfortunately, I'll be missing the Leicester game on Saturday. I need a Christmas break. I do. So yeah. But if you have any thoughts and feelings and questions and comments about Manchester United, the performance, my player ratings, or anything else that I mentioned, Matthew at entertainmenttalk.org, Twitter eTalkUK, there's a contact page and information in your show notes. But a Merry Christmas from Cavani and Martial with the 2 goals. It's a good point to end the year on the podcast as well. You know, we're through to the semi-final. We've won the last game that I'm podcasting on, and the game before that. We're on a good run at the moment, and I'll see you all in the new year on the... Did I say 9th? Yeah, Saturday 9th of January for the Watford game. So in the meantime, you can find everything that we do on entertainmenttalk.org. For the TV, video games, films, and Manchester United podcasts. That's pretty much it for the year. There will be some podcasts coming out between now and the United cast episode, the Watford game on January 9th. So look out for all of that. You can find everything that we do, like I said, on entertainmenttalk.org. If you like what you've heard today and you want to support more of it, you can do so at the Patreon page. And search for Entertainment Talk on Patreon, or check out the link in the show notes for the $1 and $3 level tiers. That's for ad-free podcasts and review options. Word of mouth, you can simply tell people that you know about the website and the iTunes feeds, or the content that we've got. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, different Facebook groups, all that good stuff. You can use that as well if you want to tell people about the content that we've got. Twitch, Bex is streaming daily at the moment over on Twitch. I'm not sure about her Christmas schedule, but just go and follow her over on Twitch and you'll be notified when she goes live. I think she's doing some Christmas Day streams, which is good of her as well. So go and check her out, Trista Bytes. You can find me on Twitch as well, eTalkUK, and you can find me streaming different games over there. If you want your up-to-date reliable TV and film news, David is on Geektown, geektown.co.uk and Geektown Radio. Follow all of that as well. You can still enter the Geektown Awards If you want to do that, go and vote on those. geektown.co.uk/awards. Just click vote in the different categories and you'll be entered into a prize draw. That closes on the 31st of December, so you've got just over a week to do that, so check that out as well. And of course, look out for Let's Play Sundays. Thank you very, very much for listening. Have a very good Christmas, have a very good end to this year and start of next year, and I'll see you all on Saturday 9th of January for the Watford game at home as well. Merry Christmas from Cavani and Martial for the win. That's good. We're into the semi-final. That's good. We are, let me just check the Premier League table. I believe we're third. Yeah, third on 20. Right, here's the situation. Okay, we're third in the Premier League. We've got that game in hand against Burnley. I don't know when that's going to be played. We're on 26 points. Leicester are on 27. We've got Leicester next on Saturday. Then if we win our game in hand, so we're 5 points behind Liverpool. If we win that game in hand, which won't be affected by Liverpool because it's not against them or anything like that, we will be 2 points behind Liverpool at the top of the Premier League, and we'll also, of course, by default at that point sit second in the Premier League table. So if we beat Leicester and then when that game against Burnley comes around, win that. There's a few ifs in there, of course. If we win that, we'll then be second in the Premier League table, 2 points behind Liverpool, and at some point in January, let me just quickly check when that is. I think it's the 17th or something. On Sunday, the 17th of January, at 4:30, we've got Liverpool at Anfield. How incredible would that be if not only somebody finally beats Liverpool at Anfield, but it's Manchester United, the team we're all here to support. I'm assuming that's why you're listening. And we go top of the Premier League table. That's the best start to the year that Man United could possibly have. There's a lot of ifs in there. There's a lot of ifs and buts and whatever. But it's up to the players to do. It's not up to any of us. It's not up to you or me or anybody else listening. It's up to the players and the manager. It's in our hands to do that. So there's basically 3 really big games in there. The Liverpool game on 17th of January, the Burnley game in hand, and the game on Saturday against Leicester. Sort of, if we win those 3 games, we could be top of the Premier League table. And I just want to leave you on that positive note for the end of the year. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the new year. Have a good Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.